Hi everyone, welcome to today's video, in which we'll be looking at one of the most interesting and popular birds in the world, the New Zealand kiwi. But don't worry, we won't be looking at fruit, but at a truly extraordinary and fascinating bird species that is unique in its peculiar appearance and way of life. And if you thought we were talking about the kiwi fruit we like to have for breakfast, you're wrong. This kiwi is a bird that is native to New Zealand and is one of the most characteristic animal of this country. It gets its name from the kiwi fruit, which is also a native species in New Zealand but has nothing to do with this bird. And since we have decided to dedicate today's video to the kiwi bird, get ready for many incredible facts and trivia that will surely delight you and expand your knowledge about this fascinating creature of nature. So sit back and enjoy a video full of information and of course some to make the overall experience more enjoyable. The kiwi is a bird native to New Zealand and is one of the country's most characteristic species. The kiwi's history dates back to before the arrival of the Maori, more than 1,000 years ago. Kiwis were a common bird species that inhabited the whole of New Zealand at that time. However, after the arrival of the Maori, the kiwi began to be hunted for its tasty meat, resulting in a gradual decline in numbers. In addition, the kiwi was also threatened by predator invasion, such as cats, dogs, and weasels, which are its natural enemies. Today, kiwis are protected and have become a symbol of conservation in New Zealand. There are several programs that try to increase the number of kiwi in the wild and protect them from predators. These efforts have succeeded in increasing the number of individuals and reducing the risk of extinction of the species. As is our custom, we will now look at some interesting facts together. Kiwi history dates back to before the arrival of the Maori, more than 1,000 years ago. Kiwis were a common bird species that inhabited the whole of New Zealand at that time. However, after the arrival of the Maori, the kiwi began to be hunted for its tasty meat, resulting in a gradual decline in numbers. In addition, the kiwi was also threatened by the invasion of predators such as cats, dogs, and weasels, which are natural enemies to the kiwi. Today, kiwis are protected and have become a symbol of conservation in New Zealand. There are several programs that try to increase the number of kiwi in the wild and protect them from predators. These efforts have succeeded in increasing the number of individuals and reducing the risk of extinction of the species. Kiwis are still one of New Zealand's most famous and popular animals and are a symbol of the country. And as is customary, we'll now look at some interesting facts about them. Kiwis are the only birds in the world with a nose. This organ allows them to find prey underground. There are 5 species of kiwi bird: the northern brown kiwi, the southern brown kiwi, the ochre kiwi, the large gray kiwi, and the small gray kiwi. Each species has its own specific characteristics. For example, the large gray kiwi is the largest of the species, and the small gray kiwi is the smallest. Kiwis are nocturnal birds and their main sense is touch. They have a very good sense of hearing and smell, which allows them to find prey in the dark. Kiwis are also one of the smallest bird egg species ever. The egg of a small gray kiwi is about the same size as a hen's egg, while the egg of a northern brown kiwi can be almost 6 times larger. Kiwis are an endangered species and one of the most protected birds in the world. Their numbers are estimated at just 68,000 individuals. Kiwis have very strong leg muscles that allow them to dig down to a depth of 10 centimeters. This movement allows them to find prey underground. Female kiwi are larger than males and weigh up to 30% more. A male and female kiwi usually stay together for life, and both are involved in caring for the eggs and young. Kiwis are flightless birds that move mostly on the ground. Their wings are very small and are unable to support the body weight of the bird. Kiwis are slow birds, running at a maximum speed of 6 kilometers per hour. This way of moving allows them to be very quiet and undetected hunters. Kiwis can live up to 50 years of age. This is much longer than most other birds. Kiwis have an unusually long beak that allows them to dig up prey from the ground. The beak has fine hairs inside that help the bird catch prey while it digs up the ground. Kiwis are one of the most important symbols of New Zealand and are very popular with tourists. The name, Kiwi, was originally used by the Maori to refer to the bird, but later became the national symbol of New Zealand. Kiwi became the national symbol of New Zealand in 1920. Since then, Kiwis have been included in many important national symbols, such as the national emblem. Most Kiwis live in national parks and reserves in New Zealand, where they are protected from hunters and predators such as cats, dogs, and bats. Kiwis are very shy birds and hard to spot in the wild. Because of this, they are often referred to as night ghosts. Kiwis breed very slowly, and the female lays only one egg per year. This means that each individual is very valuable to the conservation of the species. Because of their very good hearing and sense of smell, Kiwis are able to detect insects hiding underground up to 5 centimeters away. Kiwis are very unique and fascinating birds that are a symbol of New Zealand and are an important subject of conservation and research. Hoj